Hello, this is Romeo Cat Computers, and today I will be doing a Commodore 64 video. So, let me show you what I have set up. You will see these LEDs. Now what I am going to be showing you is how to control the 8 data lines on the Commodore 64's user port. So first thing we have here is a breakout board, and that plugs into the Commodore 64's user port and breaks it into little pins, which then, using some pieces of metal, I jumped over to this breadboard, and that has all of the LEDs that each correspond to one line on the data pin. And then right here I have a resistor because the LEDs are really bright, and then this ground that goes in here onto just one of the random ground pins that happens to be there. So first I will show you how to access and what memory addresses I need to write to. So I will be poking 2 memory addresses. Now you may hear poke and peek here and there in different tutorials and whatever. Poke just means that you're going to write to a memory address, and peek means that you're going to be reading one. In this video I'm only going to be poking. So first I need to poke memory address 56579. And then I need to put in the value 255. So that sets all of the data pins on the user port to be output, because we want to output voltage to the LEDs in order to control them. So now we get to poke to the memory address that controls them, which is memory address 56577. And now this value that I'm about to put in will control the different LEDs. So if you know binary and can convert it from base 10 and back and forth, then this will be easy for you. So for example, I will just put in some random number, 76, and I'll hit return. Now let's look over at the LEDs. As you can see, they are displaying the base 2 binary value for the number 76. So let's put in a different number. Now, it can get inconvenient to scroll over every time. Let's put in 65 and have to change all of this. And of course here's the number 65 in base 2 binary. So let's write a program so that it asks me, the user, what value, and then as soon as I press return it will set those LEDs, and then it will ask me for the next value. So let's start with line 10. Now this first line is going to tell the computer to ask me, the user, what value I'd like to put in. And then it will set that to value A. Line 20. Now the second line is setting the LEDs. Now normally after the comma you'd want to put your value, but I'm putting in A because A is the value that the computer asked the user. And then for line 30, I will just repeat the code, and now I will run it. So that question mark is asking me, the user, what value I'd like to put in. So let's just put in 92. And now if we look at the LEDs, that's 92 in binary. And then now there's another question mark asking me for my next value. So let's do 124. And so here's that value right here. So, and of course, if you want to set them all to be on, then you do 255. So that's all of them. And then if you want them all to be off, you just put in 0. Now, since it can only go up to 255, being an 8-bit computer, if you put in something like 256, you simply get an error. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and it's very easy to do. I got all of these parts off of eBay for pretty cheaply. So I will see you in the next video. If you have any comments or questions about the show, or would like to suggest topics for future shows, drop me a line at romeocat128.wixsite.com/home.